So, Fear the Walking Dead, another episode. This week's episode is called Buried. And this was a pretty good episode, man. I can't lie. Um, so it starts off, Nick died last episode, and they have this new character, and they telling her story, telling her there's different stories. And this makes for a very interesting episode because it's a bunch of different perspectives and a bunch of different things. It's like three different stories happen with four, cause the current time. Well, five, because it's the three people telling the stories, plus they have Madison back at the stadium, and current time. So it's all these different stories going on at one time. So one of the stories is Nick and his girl. They go to the library, and it's messed up because he's searching for books and stuff. He thinks it's important because the little girl that ended up killing him, he was trying to get some books and stuff for her, basically, to try to help her out. And that same person ended up killing him and stuff. So that's a crazy poetic justice. I'm sorry I'm not great with names. Stryker and the other guy. So they go on a run, and Stryker has to face his demons. He's with the dude. He's trying to keep him far away. He doesn't like to be close to people because he has done bad things. He's capable of doing bad things. He doesn't like to be close to somebody because he's a survivor at the end of the day. So he don't want you too close because he want to keep you at arm's length because it's easier for him to backstab you. So he's a survivor in that way. He's gonna live at the end of the day. And it turns out his interaction with the new guy and stuff, it kind of shows him the path that he didn't want to take again. So he does come back around, and he has a secret cache of supplies and everything, but he does go bring it back to the group, back to Madison and them. Then the last story is with the daughter and this new character. I forgot her name. I want to say Natalie or something. But they have this new character, and they going into a amusement park or whatever, and they trying to find supplies. And so it kind of turns on them as well, because the daughter, she's trying to do whatever she can to find stuff for the group and everything and make it back to them. And the girl, the female character, she's kind of like Stryker. She's trying to ditch him any chance she gets. And the intelligence of this episode, it was real great because the plot twist and stuff, like Walking Dead, like, well, I guess you could say like the Nick episode, like that was a plot twist. You didn't think he was gonna die and stuff, but they don't have too many like real plot twists. Like as far as in that episode, like they might lead on or something and then give you a little tip for maybe what's gonna happen next week or whatever. But this was a real good one because everybody had their different stories and they was telling it, and they was on the way to go bury Nick and stuff basically, but really they was really going to get supplies and stuff. I think they had buried, I'm guessing there was some guns and stuff, so they was going to get those supplies that they had hidden, and that's really why they was trying to go to that spot. They was using the new characters to bring them there, using them again. It's about, this episode is about using people to get what you want, basically. So they do wind up getting back to that spot, but whenever they do uncover what they hid, one of the packs belonged to the woman. And if you know the new character, I think his name is John. I call him the Gunslinger. So the Gunslinger, he sees this, and beknownst to us, we never knew it, this lady is the woman that he had been talking about. He'd been looking for this character forever, and it wound up being her. And I think she dies. And I one of my theories, like the past week, I was like, man, is Madison alive? Is Madison dead? And basically, because like it's a look back in time. So when they show Madison, so I was like, well, next episode they're gonna show us. So I was thinking this might be current time, but whenever they showed it this episode, it was in the past. And these characters right now, it looks like they might have been the only ones that got away from whatever happened at the stadium. They still don't really show that. I think that's gonna be towards the end of the season that they show that, honestly, because the next episode is gonna be a past episode of John's life before he entered the Walking Dead, the Fear the Walking Dead universe. So that's gonna be, it's gonna be interesting because we've never seen this character before. But as far as Madison, she possibly could be dead. And I had not an argument, but a discussion with one of my followers. I don't know if they subscribed to me or not, but they did watch the video. Thank you, salute. But we had a dispute because I said that Fear the Walking Dead, the protagonist in the episode was, I thought of it like the father, I forgot his name, Nick and Madison pretty much was the protagonist, and Nick and the father died. So it's like, damn, it was like, and Madison is the protagonist now, and it looks like she might be dead. And they like, oh shit, they like, no, Madison is not gonna die. She's the protagonist. She can't die. She's the Rick of this. I really don't think so. And you know why? Because I'm not saying that there's another character that is so big. Me, I think, this is my thought. I think Walking Dead is character driven. Fear the Walking Dead is story driven. That's what I think. Walking Dead, we fall in love with these characters. We love Daryl, Carol, Rick, all the other different people, man. And Carl and Shane and the governor, Negan. We fall in love with these characters and we fall in hate with them. And we want to see what happened to these characters and how they adapt to these certain situations. Fear the Walking Dead, me personally, I don't really have a real close bond with any of the characters. I really don't love or hate many of the Fear the Walking Dead characters. Like, I don't really necessarily care for Madison too much. Nick, I hate that he's gone, but I can't say he was one of my favorite characters because he had ups and downs. The father, that was my favorite character. They killed him off. I like Daniel. That's another thing. What happened to Daniel? But anyways, like Stryker, he's interesting. The daughter, she's like, I think they can kill Madison and the show could still go on. Like these past few episodes, they haven't really showed Madison too much, and the show is still pretty decent. I think the show is at a high. And as far as Walking Dead, if they kill Rick and they don't show Rick anymore, but they kill Carl, he was a big person in the story. But if they kill Rick, I don't know if the show would last. Maybe so, but everybody like shit. Since Walking Dead started, it been, if you kill Daryl, we riot. Who would you riot for in Fear the Walking Dead if they killed him? I'm waiting. I don't think there is anybody to riot for in Fear the Walking Dead. But that doesn't take away from the show being pretty good. I really like the stories because it's very original. They have an action in it, and it's not predictable as Walking Dead because The Walking Dead has a template. Because if you follow, they have a comic book towards it, and it doesn't follow it all the way to the T, but it does follow it. So it's kind of like watching the Avengers. You can go back and read the Infinity Gauntlet and see what happened, and then watch the movie and be like, I kind of see where it's going. It's different, but it's kind of the same. That's kind of like Walking Dead is. Fear the Walking Dead is a blank slate. So we don't know what's going on. But I still would like to see what happened after the dam. Like immediately after the dam. I want to see what happened to Daniel. I want to see if he's alive. What happened to him. And I'm curious to see if Madison is still alive. I think Madison is dead. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section. But with your boy, like, comment, subscribe. Gonna be the greatest of the most hated. Peace out.